Yo, this just looks sick, dude. Like, it just matches everything so well. Dude, this is so sick. Let's hear the sound, though. Oh, my.
Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's CG Build and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing another keyboard build. This is the MK870. Now this is a budget build. The reason for me saying this, because with 10 keyless layouts, you usually have to spend a bit more money for a TKL keyboard kit. But this board comes in at 85 bucks. It comes with a PCB, an aluminum plate, a pretty solid case, some decently good stabilizers with some factory lube on them. And it also comes with some silicone noise dampening. For the price of 85 bucks, it feels really nice and has a good feel to it. The case is made of some really solid plastic, and I think it looks super clean, really durable as well. This of course is hot swappable and can use 3 to 5 pin switches. Its LEDs are south facing, which is a huge plus. It also has more than one USB port. You have the option to plug it in wherever you want. You have the sides and then the top. I'm going to usually use the one on the top, and I wish it was more to the left, but it is what it is. Now for the color of it, it's actually more of an off-white color. Not necessarily a beige, but I don't know, maybe you can call it that. I'm not the best with colors, so I take it how you want it. All around, I'm super happy with what you get for the money you pay for it. Now here's a stock sound test. As you can hear, it's pretty decent, but we can make this thing sound better. So let's get to some mods. So first one to do the CG mod. Now, if you've watched any of my videos lately, I literally talk about this mod all the time. I really think it's a great mod. It makes such a big difference. And yes, I made it, okay? You're welcome. Anyways, first what you want to do is get some medical wrap, fold it in two, and cut off the extras. You place it inside the case, making sure it fits, and then you get some tweezers and go around the standoffs if you need to. It's super simple and can be done with almost no brain power. So even you can do it. I think this mod is really good for just dampening any hollowness, and this keyboard does have a little bit of hollowness, as you can told by the stock sound test, but I think this mod is really going to help it. We have two more mods, but first I want to go over the switches. You'll see why in a minute. So the switches usually feature smoky white switches. Now these are a tactile switch. Here's the stats on the website I'm showing on screen right now. These are made up of a palm stem, a 2-stage extension spring. The top housing is polycarbonate, and the bottom housing is nylon. I really like the look of these. It's a cool and clean look. Even though you won't really get to see them when it's all built, we still know it looks good in our hearts. Now these claim to be factory lubed, but honestly it's pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see any, but maybe I'm just blind. I don't know. Speaking of lubing, we're gonna be doing that. We are lubing these with Crytox 205G from Kinetic Labs. Link in the description. So after I lube these switches, they sound so much better. Definitely a lot better than the stock sound. So if you do get these switches, make sure you lube them. So the switches are now done, so let's move to the next mod. This is the PE foam mod. Now something I noticed, like I said earlier, it's really hollow, almost gives a pingy sound when typing. So I'm hoping this will affect it in some way that can be helpful. First, what you're going to do is get some PE foam and cut it to size. Next, you cut off the spots where the stabs will go, and then you put it on the plate, push some switches in it. This should make it to where it stays in place until you get ready to put all like the rest of the switches in. Now be careful because you can bend the switches because it's having to go through more than just the PCB. It's no big deal if you do. Just take it out, unbend it, put it back in. Now that's done, let's do the last and final mod, which you guessed it, the tape mod. I think the tape mod does a really good job of making budget keyboards sound really good. So that's what we're going to do. How you do it is you get some painter's tape and put it on the back of your PCB. It's really simple. It gives off more of a poppy sound and can give your keyboard more of a lower sound profile. I put 3 layers on this board, but you can do what you like. So now you close it all up, put the screws back in, and now we can put the switches in. Also, for the stabs, I used some other clip-in stabilizers from the Feker IK75. I have a video on my channel. You can go check that out. These stabs are really good just for being stock. So I'm going to just use these and put the others away. Even though they're kind of good, I just want to use the other ones because I know they're the best clip-ins I have right now. Anyways, now we can do the most exciting part, which, in my opinion, putting on the keycaps. These are the new Seal PPT keycaps from Kinetic Labs. I have a link down below if you want to go check them out. I would advise you to do it. They look really good. First, I want to say these look sick. I love the gray because it can go with any board you got. These are made up of double shot PPT and have a nice texture to them. You can definitely feel the texture on them, not like others where it's like not even noticeable. And these are cherry profile as well and can fit all conventional layouts. These come in at $65. Absolutely love how simple these are. It's super basic and I love my whites and blacks, so it fits me perfectly. It also comes with some beige accent keys, which just so happens to match the case perfectly. I think this is one of my favorite builds I've done so far. It's super nice looking, minimal, matches my setup almost perfectly. I really do love the way this build turned out. So the only thing left to do is the sound test. All right, so what do you think? I think it turned out really good. I love the sound of it. I'm a big fan of tactile switches, so I'm a little bit biased. Plus these keycaps and the whole build, and I don't know, man, this thing is great. Love the way this thing looks. That off-white look with the beige accent keycaps just pulls it all together. I really do think this is like one of my favorite builds I've done so far. As far as the switches, they're pretty good. You definitely need to lube them. Lubing needs to be done. It's not that good without it. Even though it says it has factory lube, it's not that good. As far as the build itself, it's pretty easy. I mean, there's a couple screws to take out. Taking the whole thing apart was probably the hardest part, honestly. It's kind of hard to get it all off, and I mean, you don't want to put too much stuff in between everything because it could like not close. I actually had that problem where it was really hard to close, but I ended up fixing it. Like as you see, it's good here. But besides that, it was a great time. I love building this thing. I hated lubing 86 switches or something like that for this. It was a lot, I'm not gonna lie, but I think it really did turn out great. And I'm really happy to say that this is mine and I can have it on my desk. I'm gonna use this thing for a while. But I do want to take this time to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed. We just hit 12,500 subscribers, and that is a crazy amount. You have no idea. Like, oh my gosh, dude. It literally, I see that number and just, I don't know, I just want to create. I want to create more. I want to make more videos. I'm trying to do more long videos and make it interesting and be quick with it, quick editing styles and everything. So I really hope you appreciate that, and I love all the support, so thank you. But that is the end of the video. I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, and like the video if you did like it. Let me know of any suggestions you have for other builds in the future or any recommendations you have. I'm all ears. But yeah, that's it for me. Tell me if you like the build, and yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.